Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is Health in Nashville 2000, and we're fortunate to have with us to talk about a Health in Nashville 2000, the director of the Metropolitan Health Department, Dr. Stephanie Bailey. And of course, Dr. Bailey, let me welcome you to the show this morning.
My pleasure.
And to, I believe, Dr. Bailey, talk about what I consider to be a very, very important topic, and to at least recognize that we are now moving into the 21st century. And what we'd like to do today is to get you to give us some idea as to where we stand in public health in metropolitan Nashville at this part of the very beginning of the 21st century. But before we do that, Dr. Bailey, let's have you to give us some information about your background, your education, and some of your experiences that I know we've had you on a number of occasions and you've talked about some of this information, but there are still a large number of folks who might not be familiar with Dr. Stephanie Bailey and the fact that you are the chief health official dealing with the public health for the metropolitan area and et cetera. And so I think that sort of warrants and sort of justifies you giving us some information in terms of the career path and some of the things that you did that eventually led you to this very, very important and very, very significant position dealing with the health of the people in Nashville. Let's do it from that perspective.
Thank you. Some interesting, I had some interesting quick thoughts as your introduction. One is you used Chief of Health, and I kid Chief Turner and Chief Dozier, because whenever we're introducing ourselves as directors for the city, you'll see Chief Turner, Chief Dozier, Fire. I say Chief Stephanie Bailey of Health, you know, so that's good.
Chief, okay, do the chief thing.
Do my Dr. chief Bailey. Thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I came to Nashville by being accepted to Meharry Medical College, and that's where I got my MD degree, and then went on and did the traditional medical route residency in Atlanta at Grady, and then fulfilled my public health, National Health Service Corps obligation in rural Dixon County, and then came into Metro Health Department in 1981. And while there, went back and got my master's, and just sort of did my job well, and moved up through the ranks, as they say, and became Director of Health in 1995, having started out in 1981. So long time employment, I guess, with metropolitan government. And I try to still maintain my focus, whether I'm a physician in practice and I'm attending to that individual person and all that surrounds that individual, to population-based medicine, which is public health, that looks at the whole population as their patient. And that's where I find myself now, which is most exhilarating, to be able to help change policies and the system so that the population at large can be healthier, free from health threats, whether they're environmental or actual diseases, is just a tremendous motivation for me, keeping still the community at my core as the focus of why I do what I do. So that's how I've gotten to where I am, and what motivates me. Don't know too many dramatic experiences. I think if you maintain an awareness of continuously trying to learn and continuously trying to grow, then you're open to opportunities and moments so that, you know, you get to the next level.
Very good. You know, when you think about public health, what would you say